Mepacho Monsempa Hilda Amonu of Healing Hills Creative Center say, Oda Gia say, Oda Honorable Alan Kojo Tremantia say, Oda Mrs. Kosi Yankee Aye, and in the staff so I say, Inti please, Munidi Bita, Monko Healing Hills Creative Center. Can we hear it one more time for her, please? Our second speaker is Murijana Abubakari of Suglo Suhudu Enterprise Northern Region. And we're also streaming on Joy FM, so you can share with your friends, Joy FM, GTV, and as well on the GEA Facebook platform.
Good morning to you all, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abubakari Murijana from the Northern Region of Ghana. I'm the founder of Suglo Suhudu Enterprise. I feel humble for the opportunity given me to share with you the journey of my entrepreneurship career. We actually started this initiative 5 years ago with only the certification from the Registrar General Department without any FDA certification. We were working for the years without any FDA certification until the year 2020 during the COVID-19 when we got in contact with GEA, that is Ghana Enterprises Agency. With the intervention of GEA, one of our products was registered with FDA certification under the project known as Young African Works MasterCard Foundation. Before the registration of this, it was difficult for us to market our product effectively. But with the intervention of FDA, we now have our product in some of the supermarkets down north. Some of the supermarkets include Quality First, Guelph supermarkets, Save Rice supermarkets, and many others. Yes, through the intervention of GEA, we're also given some technical training regards to FDA standards, entrepreneurship, and social media management, all to help us promote our businesses. Indeed, this training has actually helped us to restructure our work that as compared to the way things were done initially. Ladies and gentlemen, through the support of GEA, we're also trained and equipped with the skills and linked up with a government program known as Ghana Productive Safety Net Project. The overall objective of this program is to train our local women to use local available resources to produce items of economic value. Under this project, my outfit has been able to train over 600 women on how to produce quality shea butter to be able to compete favorably under both locally and internationally. These women are making ends meet from this training that is being offered to them. After the training, the government supports them with some funds and then materials to be in business. I also serve as a mentor to these women, supposed to mentor them for 3 years, and also serve as an off-taker to these women because some of them do not have the know-how to get access to market. So we are also creating market for these women. Ladies and gentlemen, this intervention has really helped us a lot because it has made my work easier. Before the intervention of GEA, I used to go to the community myself to get the women mobilized. Then the training will go on. But with the intervention, assembly comes in, get the women mobilized, then give them the training on group dynamisms and other things. Then I go to do the training. As I talk, we are still in the listening process. For this year, I'm left with one community to go. I want to thank GEA so much for the support given to us. They have also promised me to do another certification for me, that is on my African black soap, of which I use the shea butter to produce. This will give me the chance to market the product out effectively. Yes, With all this, we still have some challenges. We need some equipment to help this business to grow to the level that we are all looking out for. Thank you so much. But we are also on social media, on Facebook as Suglo-Sudo. Our website is www.suglosudo.com. Then our contact lines are 0243175173. 0243175173.
Thank you so much. Can we put our hands together for Murijani Abubakari? Thank you. Impact and support and transformation, that is what GEA does. So our theme is extremely befitting. It says breaking barriers and accelerating the growth of women-owned businesses, and GEA has started doing that already. Can we put our hands together one more time? Our third and final women voice is, and before we announce her, Joy Online, Joy Radio Online is also live streaming as well as Joy FM. And also we've been told, and I'm sure to me in particular, to pace ourselves when we speak because we have a sign language interpreter here. So speakers, including myself, pace yourself when you speak so he can interpret accurately. We would like to welcome Deborah Anane Ajay of Debbie Lisa 88 Ventures in Ashanti region. Yes, Debbie. Deborah Anane Ajay of Debbie Liza 88 Ventures, Ashanti region. We can do better than that.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, my honorable members. In fact, I'm so happy and I'm so privileged to be given this big platform. Meeting Ede Deborah Ananeje, the CEO of Deblisa 88 Ventures. Most of us, because we are disabled. Me school, tertiary, na minye jumanye because I was a disabled. I'm a graduate and a single mother. So I looked round and round and round, looking for something to do with my hands so I can make a living. I wrote letters to most companies. I wasn't given the privilege to be employed because of my disability. In 2019, the world pandemic became my fortune. That was where I discovered Sobolo in a tea bag, and then in a sachet form. Along the way, I was looking to how I can make this project so big and also employed persons with disability and the able. And so along the way, I met GA, powered by MasterCard Foundation. They gave me a lot of training. Omumami training bebre, incubation, minkadeng bebre, and I thank my BAC head, Mamponting, Mr. Mohammed, and Auntie Maggie. This is how it looks like. You only need water, hot or cold water, and you are good to go. I thank them so much. They have helped me register my business under the Registrar General Department and also the FDA. And I know by God's grace, very soon the FDA will approve so that I can sell in the world market. Now, Adani misun, Adani mareho, because me anen kamen sem fata. Na ene ye kwa mi kobi. With this big platform I've been called. It's a great honor. It's a great honor. I prayed, say, my product should take me to my president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. It's unfortunate he's not here, but I'm charging all my ministers here to buy in order to promote the made in Ghana good. Sobolo in a tea bag. Ghana, we are improving. African women, rise up. Let us do something with our hands. Now, Miraho Esanse, yesterday, Amron Best came to my house and robbed me with a lot of things. But because of the love, I have to travel by night and be here. I thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Deborah Anane Ajay of Debbie Liza 88 Ventures. Thank you so much. At this moment, would like to call on Mrs. Grace Ame-Obing, who's the Vice President of AGI and Chairperson of AGI Women in Business, to give us a solidarity message. Mrs. Grace Ame-Obing. Whilst we wait on her, I hope you're hashtagging on your social. Let people engage and be a part of this conversation and know what is happening. Like I said before, our hashtags are hashtag GWES, GWES 2022, and WERise, Ghana Enterprise Agencies as well. Mrs. Grace Ame-Obing.
Thank you. Honorable Minister for Trade and Industries, Mr. Alan Chamartin, Madame Esla Akufo, Minister for Communication, all other protocols observed, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and members of the media. On behalf of the National Council of AGI, I wish to extend our felicitations to the board, management, and staff of the Ghana Enterprises Agency on this occasion of the Ghana Women Entrepreneur Summit and launch of the WERise network. We appreciate the recognition given the AGI to be part of this launch. Indeed, the AGI was founded by a woman, the late Dr. Mrs. Esther Oklu. She founded the Nkulenu Industries Limited, the first indigenous food processing company in Ghana. Dr. Esther Oklu is also recognized for her passion for women's economic empowerment and the promotion of locally made products. Therefore, the role of women in our male-dominated business environment cannot be overemphasized. For this reason, we established the AGI Women in Business, a group that was set up for about 2.5 years ago. And it was launched by the First Lady of Ghana, Her Excellency Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo. A number of activities to support the AGI Women in Business institutional partners have been very successful. The key institutional partner that we have is the Ghana Enterprises Agency, with its affiliate MasterCard Foundation. Indeed, AGI has been one of the major implementers of the GEA MasterCard Foundation Young Africa Works Program. Together, we continue to provide mentorship training and exhibition programs targeted at women entrepreneurs. Currently, we have a mentorship program with the GEA running across the country Therefore, we welcome the effort by the GEA in launching the WERise network. I'm very passionate about this because we, as women, must rise eternally. With the idea of further promoting women SMEs, as the main industrial association, the AGI Women in Business Network already has the largest number of women-led companies, and it will be important that we work together to mentor our startups under the WERise network. AGI as a women's group is not only focusing on business, but we are also supporting the welfare, special welfare issues of women-led businesses as well. I salute all the key stakeholders who have made firm commitments to support this program and to help work together to mentor our startups under the WERise network. I salute again all the stakeholders who have made firm commitments to this summit and the network. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking barriers is taking us too long, and I urge you all to come along with us to accelerate this vision of inclusion or inclusive growth, development, and women's economic empowerment. With these few words, I wish to express our profound gratitude once again for the honor to express our goodwill message as we gather here this day for the launch of the WERise network. I urge you all to support this worthy cause. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Grace Ame Obeng. Yes, we want to thank our stakeholders and partners, and it's a perfect segue to introduce to you our partner, CBG, Mrs. Nana Amapoku, who is the Deputy Managing Director of CBG, to give us her short remarks.
How many minutes do I have? A minute. 3 minutes. Yes, good, it's good. Let's go down. Honorable Minister for Communications, Mrs. Esla Owusu Akufo, Honorable Minister for Trade, Honorable Alan Kojo-Kyerematen, Second Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Mrs. Elsie Awaji, CEO GEA, Mrs. Kosi Yanka Aye, CEO of Maslock, Hajia Abibata Shani, MasterCard Rep, Mr. Sowa, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. As a woman, I'm very happy to be here supporting all the wonderful women gathered here this morning. The tagline of the Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG, is "We stand with you." The bank focuses on this tagline in supporting all its strategic partners and customers in their fields of endeavor. As a policy bank, we are aware and guided by the government's 10-point transformational agenda, one of which is SME development. CBG's relationship with the Ghana Enterprise Agency is therefore one that the bank holds very dear, as it helps reach SMEs, most importantly, women. The partnership also enables the bank strengthen its position as the SME bank of choice in serving the good people of this country. According to the 2019 MasterCard Index on the African continent, Ghana has the most women entrepreneurs. This shows the significance of women within socioeconomic development. CBG therefore continues to support female entrepreneurs, offering capacity building training and SME clinics to enable them improve on strategies and bookkeeping skills to be viable in a competitive environment. We are currently in partnership with GEA and the MasterCard Foundation as regards loan disbursements in the Nkoswo program, recalling the bank's commitment
to national development. WERise and the Ghana Women Entrepreneur Summit supports women-led businesses to achieve their fullest potential. CBG stands with the Ghana Enterprise Agency in this regard. We say Ayiko to Kozi and the GEA. I wish you a successful summit. I thank you for your kind attention. Good morning.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Nanama Poku, who is the Deputy Managing Director at CBG. Before our ministers come to speak to, I would like a final word from one of our partners, Mr. Nashiro Idrisu, who's the MD of Hollard Life Assurance, for a short remark as well. Mr. Nashiro Idrisu.
Thank you very much. Indeed, when the woman is empowered, the world becomes a better place. You agree with me, right? Yes. Mr. Minister, with your permission, I want to break some protocol. The few men gathered here, I want us all to be upstanding and give our gallant women, our distinguished women, a rousing round of applause. I think they deserve it, yeah. Thank you very much. I want to stand on the existing protocols and deliver my brief speech. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm touched by what I've heard so far. I believe, given the opportunity, we're going to have a lot more of our women gathered here give us special and heart-touching messages. God bless you. Keep impacting lives and keep making Ghana a better place to live. I bring you purple greetings from the management, the board, staff of Hollard Ghana. Indeed, we are your favorite insurer. If you are not aware, I'm telling you now. Comprising of Hollard Life Assurance and then Hollard Insurance. We are indeed honored and excited to be part of the 3rd Biennial Ghana Women Entrepreneurship Summit. Thank you, Madam Kwesi, for inviting us, and we'll continue to support you all throughout the years to come. Over the past 40 years, we have successfully ensured the financial well-being of over 22 countries and then operating on 4 continents. Why? This is because our purpose basically is to enable and create better futures for everybody. Everybody who wants to create better future. Hollard's purpose is to ensure that this is achieved, most especially our women. And we believe that when the woman is empowered, again, the world becomes a better place for all of us to live. Our partnership with GEA aligns strongly with our business goals to ensure the financial viability of the Ghanaian SME, with emphasis on supporting women entrepreneurs. We afford women entrepreneurs business continuity and a better future for themselves first, for their families, and then for communities, despite life uncertainties. Our collaborative product, which we call the Asundwe SME Insurance Policy, which some of you are already on, provides for business contingencies such as fire, burglary, public liability, employee disability, or even death. We're saying that should any SME sign on this policy and you are hit by these contingencies, you don't have to run to government, you don't have to run to GEA. All you need is to come to Hollard. And Hollard, we would pay up to $200,000 for damages to property, and then $20,000 for employee injuries, disability, and demise. All we're saying is that when you sign on the Asundwe insurance plan, you are covered. You don't have to come to government. Come to Hollard, and we'll get you covered. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, family safety and security are assured when a woman is empowered. I believe you agree with me. The same applies to business growth, which directs and positively impacts national development when women entrepreneurs are empowered. To quote Dan Merrichild, a woman is a full circle. Within her is the power to create, nurture, and transform. Be it family, business or nation building, you can count on the empowered woman, just as you can count on Hollard and GEA, because we do well by doing good. We wish you a productive summit. May the good Lord bless us all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Idrisu, and we thank you for acknowledging the magic of women. We'd also like to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Anthony Sapon of KPMG, who's always supportive of GEA, and also the board chair of GEA as well. So GEA has done many phenomenal things, and it's the reason that we're here. But we know that in life we all need a covering, we need a base, we need support. So it is my honor to welcome the man who gives Mrs. Kosi Aye the wind beneath the wings, gives her the support and the encouragement to create moments like this and opportunities like this. Shall we rise as we welcome the Honorable Minister of Trade and Industry, Honorable Alan Kojo Tremanting, to deliver his address. Come on, we can do it better than that. The GEA you love is housed by the Ministry of Trade and Industry, and it's spearheaded by Honorable Alan Kojo Tremanting. You can do better than that. Come on, let's do better than that.
My colleague, Minister for Communications and Digitalization, incidentally, I don't know whether I should be making this public announcement, but she's also a queen mother. The board chair of the Ghana Enterprises Agency, the chief executive officer and the leadership of GEA, the chief executive officers of financial institutions and partner organizations of GEA, and I especially acknowledge the presence of the representative of MasterCard Foundation, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I must confess that when I was ushered into the corridors of this hotel for this ceremony, my heart actually jumped. And for once, I thought that Kosi had actually ambushed me when I saw so many women participants who were waiting in line to enter into a hall which was almost full. This is a reflection of the excellent work that is being done by GEA. So I want to use this opportunity to commend very highly the leadership of the Ghana Enterprises Agency for the work that they are doing, not only to support women entrepreneurs in this country, but indeed raising the bar for supporting entrepreneurs, micro, small, and medium enterprises in Ghana in general. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the case for supporting women in business has never been a matter of public debate. We all know that. And Madam Kosi gave us the statistics. You cannot grow your economy by sidelining over 50% of your population. And she also explained to us that women contribute over 45% of our GDP. So the matter speaks for itself. And an even more compelling case is being made now for supporting women in our country with the government's new direction on unleashing the entrepreneurial spirit of our country. Yes, within the first term of our office in government, we've done so many great things. Free SHS, 1D, 1F, so many other very progressive projects and programs. But the government has signaled that the new path for our development is to develop an entrepreneurial nation. That is the new path of our government. And in this regard, there could be no better testimony than what we are gathered here to do this morning. Even in our homes, yes, women have given ourselves the title of the head of the house. But we know that the women the women are the ones who are controlling the domestic economy in our homes. So whether it's at the national level or in our homes, the women are in charge. And that has never been a matter of public debate. But the question we should be asking ourselves is that if the case for women is so compelling and they dominate our enterprise base in our country, in our markets, literally everywhere, why is it that typically women are engaged in micro, small enterprises and never seem to be at the center of mainstream economic activities? That is the question we should be asking ourselves. If we want women to lead our path towards an entrepreneurial nation, then women businesses should grow and should rise. It is good for women to be at the center of economic activity. But the scale of enterprises that women are engaged in must also grow. And there are 4 factors that I would like to propose going forward that we must focus on. One of these factors lie in the bosom of women themselves. Many years back, in the early 90s, I was in charge of a program that seeks to identify high-growth women and men entrepreneurs and provide support to them to help them even to grow faster. And there are 10 key competencies that we try to isolate in the people who join our program. 10 key competencies. And these competencies have been validated across all cultures, that these are the kind of competencies that will help you to scale up your business. Your ability to smell and identify opportunities. You want to be an entrepreneur and you cannot seek after opportunities, then you cannot grow. Your ability to remain consistent and persistent with what you are doing. Your capacity to plan ahead. Your capacity to always seek for information about your competitors, about your suppliers. So these are the 10 competencies that we look for in those people who we like to support. Interestingly, the women in my program were scoring higher than the men in 9 of these 10 competencies. 9 of them. Unfortunately, they were scoring almost next to 0 in one of the competencies which somehow happens to be the foundation of entrepreneurship, and that is risk-taking. There's a correlation between risk and reward. If you want your business to grow, you have to be able to take the risk associated with that growth. And I know and understand why women generally tend to be more conservative in their risk-taking. But I want to empower you that if you want to rise, you must be able to enhance your capacity to take risks. Of course, manage risks. So that is within your control. And of course, I hope that you'll be able to help them along this path. There are three others that are important on this path towards supporting women entrepreneurs. One is facilitating access to credit and to financing. This matter speaks for itself, and I don't need to belabor it. But if we want to help women entrepreneurs to access credit in a more significant way, then we have to identify the challenge of not having the capacity to provide security to support the applications for loans. In this regard, the Deputy Governor for the Bank of Ghana is here. And I want the Bank of Ghana, together with our financial institutions, to initiate a program that will provide guarantee support for loans that go to women. Secondly, if the Bank of Ghana and the banks are going to depend on this guarantee scheme to support you to access more funding, then you need also to have the capacity to manage your businesses. Yes, money is important, but if you cannot manage your business, your business will fail and you cannot pay your loans. So, Madam Kosi, the second thing, which I know you're already doing, but which should be intensified, is supporting the extension of business development services, training, and other services. Fortunately, now GEA has the most extensive business development institutional infrastructure, I believe, in the whole of Africa. GEA now has 67 business resource centers, one-stop enterprise centers that will take care of every single need of you as a woman entrepreneur, from finance to business development to everything. In addition to the 67 business resource centers, they also have over 200 business advisory centers, BACs. So between the BRCs and the BACs, which are distributed all over Ghana, because this is not an issue for only Accra and Kumasi and the big cities. There is your resource to help you use the money that is given to you. The third is helping you to access markets. And this is very important. Domestic market and external markets. And I hope, now talking to myself and my colleagues, I'm sure my colleague Mr. will support me. We need a new government policy that prioritizes government expenditure on businesses and products that are made by women. And last but not the least, now we have access to several markets, external markets. We can now produce and sell to the whole of Africa duty-free, quota-free under the African Continental Free Trade Area. We now have an agreement with the European Union which allows us to be able to export duty-free, quota-free to the whole of Europe. We also have an agreement with the United Kingdom post-Brexit, which allows us to sell to the UK market duty-free, quota-free. We have duty-free, quota-free access to the United States of America. We can export over 6,000 products duty-free to the United States of America. So we have no case in remaining where we are. And that's my inspiration to you, those of you who are gathered here this morning. So in conclusion, I want to assure you that my ministry and myself, we are fully behind you. And we want you to rise. We want you to rise, but we want you to rise with the men behind you and to support you. Thank you. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Honorable Alan Kojo Tremantin. So this was more than an address. It was actually a master class. So what did we learn? First, we identify opportunities as entrepreneurs. 2, we research, so we are on top of our game in our field. Then we find out what our competitors are doing, and we have to be open to taking risk. And then he said to our dignitaries' presence, and he made a charge to our second deputy governor of Bank of Ghana, Mrs. Elsie Adoawazi, and to the bank's presence and to CBG to assist in creating a program that would finance women-owned businesses. So can we put our hands together for them? They're about to create this for us. And then the second policy they're going to work on is to make sure there's budget allocation for women-owned businesses. Again, put our hands together for them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable Alan Kojo Tremantin. And without wasting much time, we would also like to welcome on stage the Minister of Communications and Digitalization, Honorable Ursula Owusu-Ekufo, who is also a Queen Mother, so it's right to call her Nana Hima. So can we please welcome Nana Hima? Let's receive Honorable Ursula Owusu-Ekufo as she delivers the keynote address and launches the WERise network.
Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by saying that on Friday afternoon, I got a call from His Excellency the President's office that he'd been invited to give the keynote address at this meeting and launch the WERise network. But due to circumstances beyond his control, he couldn't make it, and so I should come and represent him at this gathering. So I thank the President for giving me this opportunity because I have plenty of things to say. But before I say that, I will read his speech to you and start by giving his apologies for not being here. He was at the last one. He was looking forward to being at this one too, but he couldn't make it. So I'm going to attempt to speak his mind to you and then share a few thoughts of mine as well. The Minister for Trade and Industry, Honorable Alan Tremantin, the Board Chairman of the Ghana Enterprises Agency and MP for Botiano English Amanfrom, Honorable Sylvester Tete, the Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Mrs. Elsie Adoawaji, CEO of Maslock, Hajia Abiba Tashani, and other CEOs, deputy CEOs here present, and our hostess, the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Enterprises Agency, Mrs. Kosi Yanke-Aye, representatives of MasterCard Foundation, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. These are the President's words. So if you hear I, it doesn't mean me, Ursula, it's the President, okay. I commend the indefatigable Minister of Trade and Industry, Honorable Alan Tremantin, and the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Enterprises Agency, Mrs. Kosi Yanke-Aye, for organizing the 3rd Biennial Ghana Women Entrepreneurship Summit, and for this invitation to launch the Women Entrepreneurs Rise Network. In June 2018, when I opened the first Ghana Women Entrepreneurship Summit, the theme was Ghanaian Women Entrepreneurs, from Voices to Action. This signaled the desire of Ghanaian women to move from rhetoric and complaints to action, and to take their destinies into their own hands. The summit signaled a new era for women entrepreneurship and was a bold attempt to connect with each other as women entrepreneurs, standing side by side, helping one another through knowledge sharing, mentoring, coaching, and hand-holding. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to borrow the famous quote by Dr. J. Agri, quote, "If you educate a man, you simply educate an individual. But if you educate a woman, you educate a whole nation." Indeed, if you economically empower a man, you empower an individual. But if you economically empower a woman, you empower a family, a community, and the nation. The world has belatedly recognized that promoting the economic welfare of women enhances the integrity and dignity of all humanity. And this is clearly espoused in the UN Sustainable Development Goal 5 on achieving gender equality and empowering all women and girls. In most parts of the world, the realization has now dawned that genuine and determined efforts to make women equal participants in economic and political life is a necessity for progress and development. The government of Ghana is therefore determined to achieve SDG Goal 5 in its entirety by implementing policies that empower women, particularly women entrepreneurs. Throughout our history as a nation, women as petty traders, small industrialists, farmers, artisans, and even market women have dominated commercial activity. Women entrepreneurs have been the cornerstone of our nation's development and are strategic partners in our quest to deliver socioeconomic development to the good people of Ghana. Collectively, we acknowledge now more than ever that the empowerment of women-owned businesses is no longer an academic debate, but a reality we have to face and confront if we're serious about the economic development of our country. Distinguished guests, the theme for this year's summit, Breaking Barriers, Accelerating Women-Owned Businesses, is apt, as it reflects the trending topics of gender equality and getting more women into leadership roles. It also reflects the strategic roles women entrepreneurs have played to ensure the country's economic recovery from the debilitating effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. From local manufacturing of PPEs to sanitizers, they stepped up and helped us beat the pandemic. Public perception and history proposes that running a business should naturally be the field of women. However, data from the 2020 MasterCard Index of Women Entrepreneurs ranked Ghana currently as the third leading economy, having the most women entrepreneurs, following Botswana and Uganda. Countless market women, peasant farmers, bakers, kenke sellers, yam, maize and other foodstuff vendors, chop bar operators, cottage industrialists from gari processors, oil palm producers, soap makers, fishmongers, shea nut processors, etc., have educated and raised generations of leaders in all sectors of our economy. I salute these female giants as unsung heroines. In 2020, because of their economic dominance and GEA's contribution to national economic development, I gave meaning to empowering local MSMEs, particularly women-owned micro, small, medium enterprises, by transitioning the National Board for Small-Scale Industries, NBSSI, into the Ghana Enterprises Agency and deliberately appointing a woman as the first CEO of GEA. The Ghana Enterprises Agency has been well-resourced to deliver on its mandate as the apex body for the coordination of business development services in Ghana. The transformation of NBSSI into GEA with a new mandate is timely and has necessitated the need for strategic re-engineering of the entrepreneurial landscape. The GEA, established by law, provides an appropriate institutional and legal framework for the promotion and development of the MSME sector in Ghana. In 2020, GEA, the then MBSSI, supervised the disbursement of 600 million cedis to MSMEs under the government-initiated CAPBUS scheme as part of the broader measures to combat the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. In partnership with the MasterCard Foundation as well, GEA has supported MSMEs with an amount of 78 million Ghana cedis under the MBSSI MasterCard Foundation COVID-19 Recovery and Resilience Program for MSMEs. 65% of the total funds disbursed went to women-owned and led MSMEs. Comes as no surprise then that over 65% of GEA's interventions target women, making it an institution with the economic welfare of the woman at heart. It continues to roll out innovative initiatives aimed at bolstering the growth of women-owned and led businesses. Let me at this point pay a glowing tribute to the MasterCard Foundation for the support extended to the GEA to promote job creation in Ghana. We appreciate it. This partnership has helped to unlock opportunities for youth employment and created access to dignified and fulfilling jobs for 39,000 youth MSMEs, of which 70% of the beneficiaries are young women. This partnership aligns with our government's Ghana Beyond Aid agenda and its focus on transforming Ghana's MSMEs into engines of economic growth. I want to assure the MasterCard Foundation of the government and GEA's commitment to this partnership and as a tool to provide growth opportunities for existing young entrepreneurs by facilitating access to finance, markets, and business development services, equipping the youth with digital, vocational, and life skills, whilst also leveraging technology to connect job seekers with opportunities. The project will further leverage existing Ghana government flagship programs such as the You Start initiative, which is a key vehicle to create 1 million meaningful jobs in the shortest possible time. Analyzing the data GEA has collected is key to designing better products and services for current and future beneficiaries, as is providing them with appropriate digital skills. I urge GEA to work with the Ministry of Communications and Digitalization and its agencies to unlock this treasure trove and provide enhanced services for all our women entrepreneurs. From innovative financing products, digital logistics, aggregation and delivery solutions, among others, many opportunities exist to upscale and grow MSMEs. Let's think and plan together. Distinguished invited guests, the launch of the WERise network is not only timely, but a game changer, an avenue to promote and ensure that women entrepreneurs rise above all challenges. I'm confident that the efforts of GEA and its partners to bring women entrepreneurs together to form this network will not only sustain the initiatives of women-owned and led businesses, but also bring rapid expansion to the entrepreneurial ecosystem through your shared interventions. We need to do more for our women entrepreneurs. And as the Minister for Trade indicated, it is high time we put in place concrete measures to do so. And I therefore call on the entire society to join me in using our collective power to eliminate all forms of bias and break down all barriers against women. All gender biases that create an unfavorable business environment for women must go. We need to rise up collectively against gender stereotypes, and our government is committed to doing so and leading by example. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm confident that WERise will rise above these negativities. I rise with women entrepreneurs. I rise for change. We rise together to break the barriers that limit our women. That was the president speaking. Now give me 5 minutes for Ursula to also say a few words. It's important that we hold each other's hands and grow together. And that's why I think that this network, the WERise network, is so critical and crucial for the growth of the entrepreneurship environment in this country. About a year ago, I came across a young lady who was repackaging chewing sponge, sari. She buys it from the market, sanitizes it, breaks it into small packs, and packages it nicely for sale. And I put it on my Facebook page and encouraged people to buy it and chew it because of its benefits. I mean, we have the best teeth in the world because of these things that our forefathers used to use, which we have forgotten because of toothpaste. You can use sari with toothpaste as well and get the best of both worlds. You know some of the comments that I got? Instead of focusing on my work as Minister for Communications, now I'm selling sari. But I took it in my stride. That's a Ghanaian penchant for making humor out of many situations. But I did that because I think we can all, in our own small way, promote our local manufactured products and utilize them. I only use black soap shampoo for my hair and shea butter products for my skin as well. And I think it is absolutely essential that we use it. And I know that DEA is already doing it, but we need to use digital tools to expand our markets. And I think it is something that we can work with you to do. One of the ladies who spoke, Hilly Hills, you said you had been providing the opportunity to have a shop to display your products. You can reach the world today from where you are in your home and display your products globally. And so I'll urge you to do so. I know that the Ministry of Trade has an e-commerce platform. Ghana Post also has the Ghana Post shop. You have a camera on your phone, take pictures of your products, post it online. And with the digital financial services, you can sit in the comfort of your home and reach the world. And we have, just as the Minister for Trade indicated, the opportunities being created for us to access global markets are there. But we cannot derive any benefit from that if we don't take advantage of those opportunities. I know some of you are doing it. And so let's scale up and utilize these tools to do even more and get your monies paid to you electronically so you can also pay the e-levy. But it is important to be one another's keeper. And I want to assure Debbie, is it Debbie? Deborah Anania J, that I drink Sobolo tea. I actually drank some this morning, and it helped me during the pandemic. So, since I'm representing the president, I will buy some and take it to him. And I didn't know your product. I use another product, but it is also locally made. And they also have moringa tea and bitter leaf tea as well. It is all very good for our health. Our food is good and healthy. Our products are fantastic. But we need to do something about our packaging and the consistency of the products that we produce and be able to produce to scale. If we get access to these local international markets and somebody orders 10,000 pieces of your products, would you be able to deliver? So we need to be able to access the supply base for us to also continue to produce and have consistent packaging for our products. But I'm sure that's exactly what the business advisory centers that GEA has set up are helping you to do. The sky is your limit. This is just the beginning. And you can put Ghana in Tesco, in Asda, in Safeway, in all the big supermarkets in the world. Our pineapples are there. Your products can also get there as well. They need the capital. The minister has assured us that the financial resources will be made available, and the Bank of Ghana Deputy Governor is also listening. So the financial resources will be made available to you, but you need to take advantage of the resources that are being placed at your disposal to also step up to the plate. And so I take this opportunity now. That was the end of Ursula's intervention. I'm going back to do what I was asked to do. Pardon me if I spoke out of turn, but I can't resist this opportunity to also share a few thoughts. It gives me great pleasure to declare this conference open and to launch the WERise network, the Women Entrepreneurs Rise Network, on behalf of His Excellency, the President of the Republic. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Honorable Ursula Ewusu Akufo. We would also like to especially acknowledge the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa, for assigning her in his stead and for making all of this possible. Can we rise as we say thank you to him for making this possible? Can we put our hands together, please? He sent her in his stead and he's made this possible. We can do better than that. He says Ghana Beyond Aid. He has charged GEA to assist women entrepreneurs to turn our economy around. And the moment we're here, one of the reasons that we're here today to launch the WERise network, I'd like to call on our dignitaries present as well as the CEO of GEA to unveil the WERise logo. Can we be upstanding as they approach our WERise logo?
Woman simply means man with womb. Others say a woman is the weaker vessel. There are many suggestions and definitions to who a woman is or should be, the roles we play or should play. As such, in many countries around the world, there is inequality of opportunities for women. But we know that a woman, when given the opportunity, can be a leader, a mentor,
yes,
an army, a formidable force, and so much more. According to the Ministry of Trade and Industry, SMEs contribute about 70% to our GDP, and 46% of them are women-owned. Women business owners and employees account for about 50% of the Ghanaian labor force. Women, we are great. We are powerful. So together, let's rise for leadership. Together, let's rise for economic development. Together, let's rise for innovation. And together, let's rise for one another. We are women. We are capable. We are strong women. It's time that we rise.
Come on, let's put our hands together, please. WERise. We've officially launched We Rise Together, and together we rise as women entrepreneurs. Can we put our hands together one more time? We rise, we rise, we rise. We rise together, and together we will rise. After the picture taken, the dignitaries here will inspect the mini exhibition in the foyer, after which we will introduce our panels. But whilst we're taking our pictures, we would also like to acknowledge the presence of the board chair of GEA. He is Honorable Sylvester Tete, MP for Botiano, Ingleshi, I'm from constituency. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We would also like to acknowledge the presence of the USA Chief of Party, William Cease. He's here as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. And would also like to acknowledge Camford. They are represented here as well. And so we'd like to welcome the CEO of GEA as well as our dignitaries, Honorable Alan Kojo Chamanting and Honorable Ursula Wusu Akufo, and also the second Deputy Governor of Ghana, Mrs. Elsie-Addo Awazi, to go outside so you can inspect the mini exhibit in the foyer. If we have the representative from CBG here as well, Mrs. Nanama Poku, please join them as well. Our Masslock CEO as well, our MasterCard Foundation representative as well, our board chair for GEA, please inspect the exhibit in the foyer as well. So whilst they inspect the exhibit in the foyer, we will prepare for our panels. And for our panels, we would like to call on the National Project Coordinator for Young Africa Works GEA, Ms. Suzanne Yemedi, to give the opening statements to the GWES panel discussions. Ms. Suzanne Yemedi, we have exciting panels for you, and she will tell us all about it. I can probably give you a bit of a teaser. Is Ms. Susan Yamidi here? So we have panel discussions bordering on women and youth in business at a time of uncertainty. We also have a panel on access to finance. Can we put our hands together as Ms. Susan Yamidi mounts the stage?
Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are very happy that we have the WERise network launched today. It's a very exciting period that the GEA is in, and we thank the management and the board for this initiative. GWES was launched in 2018 with the objective to provide a common platform for women entrepreneurs to share experiences and ideas on building thriving businesses and contributing to the Ghanaian economy. Since 2018, we've had 3 summits. Out of GWES has come this excellent idea of the WERise, Women Entrepreneurship Rise Network. I encourage all of us here present to register to be a part of this network. WERise is a Leave No One Behind network. That means that we are opening our doors to every micro, small, and medium enterprise that is owned by women or led by women. And we are opening our doors to all of these SMEs in every corner of this country. GEA has a mandate to support MSME development, and WERise is poised to work with GEA to do just that. This afternoon, we have 2 panel sessions lined up for you. The first one will be discussing women and youth businesses in times of uncertainties. The COVID-19 pandemic has had an influence on our businesses throughout the world, including Ghana. Government-mandated lockdowns were implemented to stem the spread of the virus. Borders were closed, markets were shut, and the Ghanaian business and livelihoods were impacted. Micro, small, and medium enterprises were particularly affected, with some closing down losing income, demand and cash flow, as well as experiencing supply chain difficulties. Our businesses equally suffered, I mean those of us here. And we thank the government for the initiatives such as Kabas that were rolled out to cushion us during the pandemic. Panel Session 1 has lined up a group of seasoned women entrepreneurs who were not spared during the pandemic and who are bringing their experiences to bear on the discussions after our dignitaries return. We are going to learn from them how they survived during the pandemic. And we are also going to share our experiences because this is a very engaging session. We would like to see how best we can remodel and build resilience and be prepared for times of uncertainties should we have another as this. How do we build long-term successes for our businesses and families who depend on us? This is what the panel session 1 will be looking at. In panel session 2, we would focus on how our youth will grow their businesses. And we say that still we will rise. In recent years, there has been a growing trend in entrepreneurship among Ghanaian youth. There has also been a conscious effort by the government and international development organizations to support the drive for entrepreneurship and MSME development. The government of Ghana and its partners rolled out a number of initiatives, such as the Obatampa Cares and also the Young Africa Works program, which we are very grateful for because it has brought us to this point. All these initiatives clearly acknowledge the critical role the youth play in driving MSME development and the economy. These are also geared to respond to the huge unemployment and underemployment gaps. The panel discussion will draw on the ideas and strategies of youth entrepreneurs who have experienced significant growth in their businesses, as well as dips. The panelists will deliberate on their journey so far as young entrepreneurs, the importance of building entrepreneurial networks, and the tools and support that is needed for them to become resilient and build sustaining businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you all to be active participants in these two panel discussions. We will all benefit from each other's experiences through these discussions, develop new networks, and deepen existing ones. We are each other's keepers, and together we are Women Entrepreneurs Rise Network. Together we rise. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Susan Yemedi. Thank you so much. And you can immediately sign up to be a part of the WERise network, maybe during our break, right after the panel session, so that you can stay abreast and we can inform you of what's happening and see how we can assist you. And now to our panel discussions. Our very first panel is Women and Youth in Business at a Time of Uncertainty. What a timely panel. We'll welcome them with an applause to encourage them. Yes, can we put our hands together, please? Okay. So we'll just give it a few more seconds, and I can tell you a little bit about our moderator for this panel whilst we wait for the setup. Mrs. Rebecca Dankwa, she's the CEO of Make Up Ghana.